Oh, I just had a dance party in my room to an old school jam, and man, was it a good time. Man, was it a good time. I'm gonna play for you. Money for nothing. That's the way I see it. Money for nothing. People do money for anything, but in the end, it lands you with nothing. It lands you with nothing, and I'm gonna break it down why. Classic right here. Classic. That's how I get my energy pump ups. So I felt compelled. Because I intuitively know things, I like to speak on certain things that I know other people are battling, whether they say it out loud or not. I like to talk on it because I know that they are. And take away with what resonates and leave the rest. But this has to do with spiritual interferences and different things that elites and handlers and Jezebel spirits and government entities will do to use external forces to keep people apart when it comes to blackmail, coercion, and it's all a manipulated system. It really truly is, for entertainment purposes only, and that's why we're in the fall of a collapse. Because it just got too big. It just got too big. They were doing everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. You know, you can keep turning a blind eye, and that's fine. If that's for your walk, that's for your walk. But then there's those that it's not for their walk, you know. And this video is for you. You know, I know that there's a lot of people entangled in this for entertainment purposes only. I feel the energy. I feel the energy when I leave my room, you know, and I feel the energy even in my room. You know, the thing is, because blackmail could be involved in past secrets, legal threats, finances, and false narratives to keep them in line. And see, that's the thing, because it takes money to live, right? Especially if you're a business owner or you have your hands in different ways like that. For entertainment purposes only, there's a lot of different legalities and loopholes that they do to keep you in line. And see, because I am outside of the line, they can't do anything to keep me in line because I have my own line. I mean, but look where I'm at. I live at my parents'. They spoon feed me money. They keep me in debt, and they literally block me on every angle. So either you stay in line and they give you a little something, or you get out of line and you live a lifestyle like me, you know. And so it's one of those things. It's one of those things, you know. You walk that fine line. You walk that fine line. It's a hard place to be. I get it. I really do. I struggle with it too. You know, I feel suffocated in different ways, you know, and so I resonate with it. And I don't judge nobody when it comes to the different legalities and the loopholes that they have sucked you in, you know what I mean? Because I was there too. You know, I bought the compelling story provided to the public as well. You know, from the tippity top, from the companies I've worked for, the friendships I've had, different entities within my family. And, you know, so it's one of those things that it's hard. It's hard when you go through your spiritual awakening. It's hard when you wake up and you become woke, as people call it, to seeing the reality of what's around you and how people go out of their way to block you and dim your light and stop you from happiness because they can't figure out their own happiness. And that's really all it stems from. And there's so many holistic things that they do and ritualistic things that, you know, are done from the top, bottom, side to side. I mean, there's things outside of this world that you don't even know about that come to me in my dreams. It's absolutely insanity. The magnitude of grossness. The magnitude of grossness, you know, and it's very easy to pick up on that when you're around people because it's their aura, it's their energy. You don't walk with a clean spirit if your soul is not clean. It's impossible. You can't. And so although they feel like they have mask on, the reality is you don't. Everybody sees it, aside from you, really, in the grand scheme of things. And it's really sad. It's sad. It's a sad life to live when you live in a world that's, excuse me, being controlled by man instead of God and the divine and the Most High, right? And, you know, for me, I walk in the knowing that spiritual law is higher than man's manipulation. Like, they may have powers and boots on the ground, but at the end of the day, they do not supersede God. They do not supersede the divine and divine planning and your divine purpose and your divine calling and your divine soul connections, right? They may think 555 on the clock, that they can coerce and blackmail and do all these things in the back. Yeah, they can surely do those things, but they're just sowing seeds for themselves, to be quite frank. You know, and then whether it hits them in their life, but then you got their children's and their children's and their children's children's. And that's where these generational curses come in to play. And there's so many generational curses out there within these family dynamics based off the seeds that they've sown in their previous family and previous family. Like, that's where dirty money comes in, you know, when people are born into money and things like that. I mean, it's all in the pavement, and God's seen it all within the decades and the decades. And that's why there's an unraveling of events in the way that God sees fit. And I hope this video resonates, and I hope that it helps anyone that is battling different things when it comes to monetary and being pulled in different directions. You know, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, it's one of those things. It's a duality within yourself. And know that these things like that don't faze me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm well aware of it. And money I give no value to. Money means nothing to me. Just like that song. Money is nothing. Straight nothing. Money is the root of all evil. It's done nothing but evil to this world since it's been so graciously brought into our world, and you see what it's consuming everybody by greed and power, manipulation, gaslighting. That's all what money equates to. Literally that, in a nutshell. And you're losing. There's not enough people that have a good abundance of money that walk with humility and humbleness and grace and mercy and generosity. There's lack thereof. And that's the problem. When you have correction officers working at Alligator Alcatraz making $11,600 in a month, something's not adding up. When you're getting ran off the road for no reason and you got razor blades in your car, but yet you get selected for jury duty, something's not adding up, right? The math isn't mathing. And so this is the world that we so graciously live in now. They say we're free, but we are not. We are not. And I understand that. And the only thing you can do is learn how to make the best out of the circumstances you're in and find the peace, whatever that looks like for you. And for me personally, it was cutting off ties with everyone. And going in and doing the soul work, the dark shadows of the soul, my ego death, and healing. And then walking through the rebirth with God and the divine and source the way that I have been. And I'm not saying my path is right or wrong, but it's my path. Just like your path is your path. Destined for you. You know, and you figure out that as your path unravels. As the bricks get laid for you, that's when you figure out your path. There's no right or wrong way. It's your path. It's your destiny. Nobody can take that away from you. So don't give them that power. Don't let the mind manipulate you into thinking that this is your only way out. Because it's not. It's all an illusion. It is all an illusion that they're feeding you. And that's the reality of it. And they don't want you to see it. And I'm here to say the truths. You know, and it's one of those things. It is taking me so long to post these videos and save them. So bear with me, guys. They're coming down hot as these videos get more content oriented for entertainment purposes only. Yet, of course, 18